to my second moto vlog. How is everyone doing out there? Again, on board the XR1200. I promise you I will change bikes soon. The Street Triple needs its first service, and the Triumph Thunderbird has some kind of a issue with the horn not working. So I think it's a fuse. Hopefully it's a quick fix, but I don't want to take it on the road without a horn. So just don't want to talk aimlessly in my vlogs. I want you guys to actually have some time of benefit to tuning in. My topic for today, as seen in the title, is how to save insurance, how to save money on your motorcycle insurance. You're probably saying, how do you know about that? Well, guess what? I used to be an insurance agent for many years before doing my current profession. And there's a lot of tricks of the trade that insurance companies do not want you to know. I'm going to let you know what those tricks are. And I'm going to try to take some nice turns today and get my derriere off the seat in some of these corners. Little butt cheek, tiny, get it off a little bit. So, insurance companies are in the business to make money. They're not in the business to help you. Basically, their whole point is to increase their bottom line, top dollar, and stay in business. And they do that by increasing your rates and making sure that you have more coverage than you need. That is how they stay in business. When I was an insurance agent, basically my job was to upsell everyone's insurance and over-insure everyone. And that is pretty much the goal of every insurance agent, to give you more insurance than you need, because the more insurance you have, the higher the premiums. So the best way to circumvent that is to become an educated consumer. The first thing you want to do before anything, and this is even before you buy a motorcycle, is to do your research and make sure that the bike that you want you can afford as far as insurance goes. Because insurance companies categorize motorcycles. For example, they have the sport bike category, the sport standard category, and the cruiser category, just to name a few. They also have super sport. So as an example, sport bikes are going to be your Gixxer 600s, your R6s, your Yamahas, and sport bikes, and basically that category. All right, those are going to be your highest premium motorcycles to insure. And if you do buy an R6 or something to that effect, get ready to pay for it. As an example, there are insurance companies out there that don't know how to categorize and classify their bikes correctly. For example, I was on the market one time for an FZ07 Yamaha, and I called my insurance company and I said, this is the motorcycle that I'd like to buy, and they gave me a ridiculous quote. And they said that they had it categorized as a sport bike. I said, this is absolutely not a sport bike. This is a sport standard. It's upright. You know, it's a tuned down engine. Nothing like a sport bike. And they say, well, that's the price. So I didn't buy the bike. Because I called a few insurance companies, and at that time, the bike had just came out. So I think people weren't educated as far as what type of motorcycle that is. And keep in mind, guys, insurance companies are not motorcycle experts. So sometimes you have to educate them. So make sure that you have the correct motorcycle. For example, this bike that I'm on now, the XR1200, is a 2009. It's categorized as a cruiser. So guess what? That's one of the cheapest categories in the insurance line. And I pay next to nothing for this motorcycle as far as insurance goes. I think I pay something like $89 a year. Come on, baby. Woohoo! And this thing can hang in there with some sport bikes. Oh, the roads, New York, please fix the damn roads. So that's number one. Number two, take a motorcycle safety course. Some motorcycle companies, some insurance companies will deduct a percentage every year off your insurance company for the remaining life that you stay with them, for the remaining time you stay with them, if you take a motorcycle safety course. I took one 8 years ago, and I'm still getting credit for it. I think it's like 10% off. And that's your basic motorcycle. Whoa, I took some air with that one. That's your basic motorcycle course, motorcycle safety course. And you might say, oh, I've been riding for 10 years. You know what? I guarantee you, if you take a basic motorcycle safety course, even if you've been riding for 10 years, you will learn something. Thank you, Mama Luke. And you know what? You may invest $100 or $200, but in the long run, you will get your money back. And you're going to make some friends and have a good time. That's number 2. Number 3, cancel your, should I say not cancel, is make sure that you put your motorcycle, when you put your motorcycle in safety storage, you contact your insurance company and let them know that you don't need comp and collision on your bike. In other words, the most expensive category in motorcycle insurance is your collision, all right? If you crash your bike, then they have to reimburse you, and that's where all your liabilities come in, and et cetera, et cetera. You don't need that when your bike is in a garage or in storage. So, when you put your bike away for the year, call your insurance company and say, I have put away my bike, please cancel my collision insurance portion of the motorcycle. And they're going to try to talk you out of it. Oh, but what if you take your bike out on a nice sunny day, Guess what? You can call that day, put your bike on the road with them, and then take it off at the end of the day or the next day. Yes, you can do that. A lot of people don't know, but you can do that. Woo, another road, nice turn here. Yeehaw! Lean, baby, lean. I'll give you an example. Fixed a freaking pothole. What is that? Crap? Holy crap. Oh yeah, baby. This is one of my favorite leans here. Got my ass cheek off the seat. Drag a peg, drag a peg, drag a peg. Nope, not today. So I had my bike not insured for collision. I only insured it for liability and theft during the winter. But one day I wanted to take it to my mechanic, and it was a nice sunny day in December. He had nothing going on. I called my insurance company. I said, I need insurance today. They put it on the road as far as your collision, and then the next day I called and I canceled that collision coverage. So basically I was charged like, I don't know, maybe $3. And I was good to go. Number 4, quote your insurance policy every year. Make sure that you're calling your agent and say, listen, I'm shopping around. Is there anything that you can put on there as far as a discount that I'm aware of? And for example, if you are military, law enforcement, belong to AAA, some interest groups also get discounts for insurance. Also, check your policy. That's number 4, or is it 4 or 5? Check your policy for frivolous coverages that they include with your policy. When they use the word include, that's synonymous with we're charging you for it. They say, oh no, that's included. Like what? Roadside assistance. Oh, that's included in your policy. Yeah, it's included for $5 a month. Nothing is free, all right? There's no such thing as a free lunch when it comes to insurance. If you want it, get it. I'm not saying it's not a worthy coverage, but keep in mind, you have to think about the times, the chance of you using it versus not. I do elect roadside assistance with my motorcycles, just because it's like something ridiculous, like $6 a year, and they cover tow and gas. And I think I did use it one time that I ran out of gas, and they came and filled my tank up and whatever. I was good to go. Is it worth it? You gotta see if the premium can justify it. Something else, as far as you shopping for your policy, make sure that when you quote your policies, you do it on your anniversary date. Why? Because that way you can make a clean cut from one insurance company to another. Make sure that you check your deck page, that's another word for declarations page, and you check that every year. When you get that declarations page with your coverages, check to see what your limits are. Sometimes they will overinsure you and give you like $1 million worth of liability or something like that and say, whoa, well, you need at least $1 million worth of liability because of X, Y, and Z. No, I pretty much do state minimums because the chances of me using that insurance are far less than me actually making a claim. So I say whatever New York State minimums are, that's what I want. Because sometimes, especially if you go through a agency, they will love to increase your premiums as far as your liability coverage and things of that nature. So make sure you're checking that. Sometimes they will do that and not even ask you. I did check my policy one year, and my liability was something like $2 million, and I said, what's going on with that? Oh yeah, we increased it just because, you know, nothing's getting cheaper nowadays and blah blah blah. I'm like, no, put it back to New York State minimums. The chances of me running over some kid on my motorcycle, I don't think that's gonna happen. And that's a civil suit, which your insurance company will pay for partially of that, but I just leave it at that. So that's pretty much it as far as your top points, your top tips on saving insurance for your motorcycle. One thing also, keep all of your receipts for any gear that you get, because guess what? One time I totaled my bike, I crashed, and I knew, because I was an expired agent, that your motorcycle gear is covered if you have a motorcycle accident. And I had an Arai helmet, I had all the top gear, boots, I had Kevlar jeans, I had Icon jacket, and they reimbursed me for all of that. And Arai helmets are not cheap, so make sure you keep all of your receipts when it comes to your gear. If you do fall, make sure that you get reimbursed for that. Well, I'm almost close to work. There's one little nice turn that's coming up here, and I got no cars in front of me, so I may be able to take the turn. Oh, damn you in the Ford, whatever you are. I usually take this turn at like 65, man. Oh well, it's a nice left bank turn. I'm gonna get my butt off the seat anyway. Come on, dude, come on. Really? See, it's stuff like this that... What is that thing anyway? Ford POS. I thank you for riding with me to work today. I appreciate all you guys. Please subscribe and like, hit the bell, and hopefully this is a little better than my first vlog, which was a miserable rainy day. It's nice and overcast clouds, but at least it's a lot sunnier than it was my first day. I have upgraded my camera. This is not the camera that I've upgraded to. I have a Hero 7 that I upgraded to, but I need a cable to connect my mic to. I don't have that yet. Got it from Amazon. It's on the way. So that should be coming soon, and that will give some better pictures. Again, thanks very much for supporting. Please comment. Please tell me where you're from, and tell me what you ride. I'd like to hear from you guys in the comments. If there's anything that I appreciate and I like more than anything, is for you guys to comment on my vlogs. It makes me feel like you know, we're in dialogue and in communication. But if you want to subscribe, I would greatly appreciate that also. I'd like to make some better content for you guys. I'd like to do some reviews on gear, and I also am interviewing a mechanic that's going to teach us how to set up your suspension on your motorcycle. Anyway, thanks very much. I appreciate all of you. Love you guys. Keep the shiny side up. Have a good day.